Starting the seated postures by stretching straight the legs, bring the feet together and toes tucking back. Then ready to take a deep breath in, we're going to stretch up into the fingertips, extend over the legs, use your first two fingers to grab hold of the big toes. If you can't quite reach the toes, you can grab the ankles or shins. Either's fine. 5 deep breaths, keep your gaze steady towards the feet. That's about 2 breaths. 3 and 4, keep your shoulders relaxed. And 5. Okay, from here we're going to bring the hands behind the back by about a foot, fingers pointing forwards, bending up the knees, bring the feet apart, deep breath in, let's lift up the hips and look up towards the ceiling. Keep your shoulders relaxed. If it feels too strong to lift up like this, you can keep the sit bones on the floor and look up. That's about 2. Deep breathing. 3 and 4 and 5. Gently down, ready for the first roll back. We're going to cross over the ankles, hold the feet, slide the feet back towards the sit bones, use the hands to lift forwards onto the knees, hands in front of the knees, step the feet back, sink onto the knees, elbows back and down onto the abdomen. Onto the tops of the feet, press the hands with the chest, keep the shoulders relaxed, then to kneeling, hands underneath the shoulders, toes tuck under, sit bones up and back, and then ready to jump or just step forwards. If you can, see if you can cross the ankles. Stretch straight the legs. Okay, right heel in, right knee out about a 90-degree angle. Reach up, stretching into the fingertips, extend over this straight left leg, rubbing onto the foot, or the ankle, or the shin. Keep the shoulders relaxed, gazing up towards this left foot. That's about 2 breaths. 3, 4, steady breathing, and 5. Inhale, lift the head up, release the foot, and straighten down the right leg and swap sides. Left heel in, left knee out. Ready to take a deep breath in, stretch up into the fingertips, extend over the straight right leg, taking hold of the foot, the ankle, or the shin. Keep your shoulders relaxing, deep breathing. 1, gazing steady towards the foot. 2, 3, 4, that's about 5 breaths. Inhale, head up, release, and then ready for the next roll back. Cross over the ankles, draw the feet back towards the sit bones, use the hands to lift onto the knees, then release the hands in front of the knees to step the feet back. Sink onto the knees, elbows back, down into the abdomen. Tops of the feet, lift the chest, keep the shoulders relaxing. To kneeling, hands back, tuck the toes under, sit bones up and back, and then jump or walk forwards. Sit down, stretch straight the legs. We're going to now bend the knee up and bring the heel in towards the sit bone. Keep the foot away from the thigh. Wrap the left arm around the right knee, open the shoulders, and we're looking over the right shoulder. If it feels too intense to look over the shoulder, keep the gaze sideways. Eventually, if it feels comfortable, you can slide the knee underneath the arm and reach up into the fingertips of the left hand. But if that's crunching into the shoulders, just hold the knee into the inner elbow. That's about 3 breaths. 4 and 5. Ready to swap sides. We're going to stretch the legs straight. Left heel in, left knee up, foot away from thigh. Start by wrapping the arm around the knee, left hand behind. Stretching into the fingertips, gazing over the shoulder or gaze sideways. Deep breathing. Right leg stays straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's about 5 breaths. Let's release, take a moment, and then next roll back. Cross over the ankles, draw the feet back, use the hands onto the knees, and then stepping the feet back, onto the knees, down to the abdomen, nice and steady, deep breath in, keep the shoulders relaxing, 2 or 4s, tucking the toes under, sit bones up and back, and then jump or walk forwards, nice and steady, sit down and stretch straight the legs. Okay, from here, we're going to bend the knees and lift the toes up to about eye hand. Stretch into the fingertips, palms facing. 2 breaths. 3, keep the shoulders relaxing. 4 and 5. Pause. Cross the ankles. Use the hands to lift up the sit bones. Eventually whole body. And then we'll do that one more time. Breathing. 1, 2. See if you can work to stretch the legs straight. 3, 4 and 5. Pause. Take a breath. Cross. Tuck the feet back. Forwards onto the knees. Hands in front. Step the feet back. Onto the knees. Down to the abdomen. Nice and steady. Deep breathing. Lift the chest. Shoulders relaxing. 2 or 4s. Sit bones at the back. And then stepping, jumping, forwards, sitting down. As soon as you sat, legs become straight. Onto the next posture. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring the heels back. Let the knees just drop out. Interlink the fingers, slide the hands under the feet, and sit up nice and straight. Don't crunch the shoulders, don't round the spine. Deep breathing. That's about 2 breaths. 3, nice and broad across the shoulders. 4, and 5. Okay, cross the ankles once again. Feet back, forward to the knees, onto the hands, stepping the feet back. Gently through the sequence, tops of the feet, lift the chest, then to kneeling, hands back, toes tuck under, sit bones up and back, stepping, ready to sit down. From here, we're going to bring the legs out wide. So the options are side edges of the feet, or the big toes, ankles or shins. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Don't cruise the shoulders, don't round the spine. Deep breathing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the second part of this posture, we slide the heels in, take hold of the toes, lean back slightly, lift the heels off the floor. Balance, deep breathing. 2, eventually working to straighten the legs out. But if you're overbalancing, knees can stay bent. 3, 4, shoulders relaxing. That's about 5 breaths. Pause, cross the ankles, roll onto the knees, hands in front, step the feet back, down onto the knees, down to the abdomen, nice and steady, deep breathing, lift the chest, 2 or 4s, hands under, toes tuck under, and then stepping, jumping forwards, sitting down, ready to begin the finishing postures.